Hi friends, Misilla here from Learn to Grow. I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend. Today I'm going to be doing some garden cleanup. We've been battling the aphid infestation as well as some powdery mildew. So I'm going to be pulling out some plants out of the garden and preparing for our fall and winter garden. Now I know it seems like it's a little early to prepare for fall and winter, but it's actually about the right time, especially if you're going to be sowing some seeds. So right now we're in the middle of July, so I need to get the seeds in the ground as soon as possible, especially for leafy greens, so that they will be big enough before the cold season arrives. So let's take a quick walk here and we'll show you what's happening. This is where we planted our leafy greens. Now unfortunately it's been attacked by a bunch of aphids. These are Misilla. They bolted or went to seed. But throughout the whole summer so far, it's been infested with aphids. You can see those grayish tiny little bugs. See, they're all over the place. And as well as the Russian kale. There's a bunch of aphids in there as well. They're laying their eggs, and I haven't had a chance to come out here and spray anything. A few beetroots in here we can harvest. Some red potatoes here. Some are pretty small, but the plants have died back already, so I went ahead and pulled them out. A couple of good sized ones here. So we got some that are ready here as well. So we're going to go ahead and harvest those. I'm going to dig in there and try to get as much as I can. So the more often you harvest beans, the more likely they'll produce some more for you. See those fuzzy white spots? So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out right away. You don't want these to spread throughout the rest of your garden. Squash plants, cucumber plants, and I think even melon plants are susceptible to the white powdery mildew, and they can spread throughout your garden. So this whole trellis of peas must go. I'm going to go and harvest what I can of what's left. Today's harvest from our garden cleanup: some potatoes, a few beets, snow peas, and some beans. Alright, I'm back. So I'm going to talk to you about what I'm going to be planting and what you can plant as well in your garden. So depending on your zone or your location, I'm in Zone 8, Pacific Northwest. But around right now is the perfect time to be sowing some seeds, except for certain plants. I know it's a little too late to sow, I think, corn and maybe zucchini, but there's still a lot of time for many crops. So I have my bag here of seeds so I can remember what I'm sowing. I'll just let you know what I'll be planting soon or today. So I got lots of leafy greens, any of the lettuces, kale. Not sure about collards, but I know kale is winter hardy, so they do better in the cool weather. It's a cool weather crop. Arugula. What else do I have in here? So I got all sorts of different kinds of lettuce here. Romaine, red romaine. Oh, spinach is also another good one. Spinach, salad greens, mizuna. So Chinese mustard. So there's a lot of cool weather crops here that will do well, or that will do great for fall and or winter. It's the frost hit, some of these plants will die back, but for sure kale is a very cold hardy plant. I think it can actually withstand cold temperatures up to the 20s. So I think even one year I had kale throughout the winter and it got down to the teens. So it's a really hardy plant to have. So I'm also going to be sowing some bush beans as well. Now the beans and peas family, they help put nitrogen back into the ground. It attracts this bacteria, I forgot what it's called, that feeds off the root nodes, and so the plants provide these bacteria sugar, and in return these bacteria releases nitrogen into our soil. So beans are great to plant if you're doing crop rotation, so it'll provide nutrients back into the soil. So I got my beans. Oh, cilantro. What else I have here? Peas, radishes. Okay, and I'm going to attempt to grow this again. The yellow crookneck summer squash. So let's see here. This plant matures within 53 days, so I'll be getting a harvest before fall. So this is perfect So I'm going to give this a try again. So it's not too late to plant squash. Although I did look at the calendar, it says July 1st. I'm in mid-July now, but I think I'm going to give it a try anyway. We've had some really nice weather so far this summer. So that's what I have lined up for my fall garden. I think you can probably plant some of these in your garden as well. So just make sure you check with your zoning. It also depends on when you hit the first frost date. So you want to make sure you get your seeds in the ground before it gets really cold. So that way you'll get a chance to grow and provide you with some harvests. So that's it for today. I hope that you guys found this video helpful and help you plan your fall and winter garden. So now I'm gonna get in here, get my hands dirty, plant some seeds. In fact, I already sowed some bean seeds behind me here on our garden trellis, along with the pumpkins and other beans and cucumbers. Oh, there's a bee. I've noticed there's more bees this year than ever in our garden. They're everywhere. All these oregano flowers, lavender, they're all attracting honeybees, bumblebees, and even predatory wasps. They're all over the place. I'm really happy about that because I have a lot of flowers that need to be pollinated, especially the cucumbers and pumpkins and zucchinis. So I'm glad that I don't have to hand pollinate them normally like I do almost every year. So I'm really happy. I think it's the oregano plants that's attracting most of these beneficial insects. Oh, anyways. I got sidetracked there, but thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you again soon, and happy gardening!